Welcome back to Press Review. Let's start by taking a look at today's front pages in the Middle East. The UAE's Gulf News leads its front page reporting that a source close to the Qatari government has said that the country would now not bow to pressure from the three Gulf states that recalled their ambassadors due to what they said was Doha's failure to live up to a promise not to interfere in its neighbours' affairs. It also reports that thick fog and heavily reduced visibility forced aircraft delays at Dubai International Airport. Israel's Jerusalem Post leads its front page reporting that the security source has revealed that at any given time, Israel's defence establishment is monitoring Iranian army smuggling and terror financing networks. It also reports that Prime Minister Netanyahu visited San Francisco's Silicon Valley with some of the world's most successful tech giants. Saudi Arabia's news leads its front page reporting that Saudi Arabia has strongly condemned the fatal bombing in Bahrain that killed 3 policemen, branding it a terrorist act. It also reports that a special criminal court in Riyadh sentenced 2 Saudis and a Kuwaiti to death for their involvement in the deadly terror attack in Riyadh in 2003. The Egypt Independent reports that the cabinet has approved the presidential elections law and sent it to President Adli Mansour to issue on Saturday. An official source said the Supreme Constitutional Court requested that the High Elections Committee be immunised, which cabinet has approved. It also reports that unidentified assailants set fire to a car belonging to a police officer with Molotov cocktails while it was parked in front of his place of residence near the Canadian University. Lebanon's Daily Star reports that Ukraine faces the threat of breaking apart after Crimea's parliament had voted to join Russia in a sharp escalation of the worst East-West security crisis since the Cold War. It also reports that shelling in Iraq's city of Fallujah, held by anti-government fighters for more than 2 months, and a shooting targeting a local official has killed 7 people. From Turkey, the Hurriyet Daily News leads its front page reporting that the Constitutional Court has ruled in favour of a complaint filed by Turkey's former Chief of Staff, who was sentenced to life imprisonment last year in the Ergenekon Group trial, on the grounds that his legal rights were violated. It also reports that according to a US presidential advisor, Washington would rather see Turkey join a US-EU trade pact by negotiating an agreement with the 28 national bloc than forge a separate deal with the US. Now let's take a look at the top Middle East headlines from UK papers. The Telegraph leads its Middle East section reporting that a passenger plane flying from Lebanon to Iraq turned back after the Iraqi transport minister's son missed the flight and phoned Baghdad to stop the aircraft from landing. 21 minutes into the flight, the Baghdad airport station manager called Middle East Airlines operations to tell them there was no clearance to land, and the plane then returned to Beirut and the passengers disembarked. The Guardian leads its Middle East section with Qatar asking whatever happened to the Qatari film industry. The article says in Doha there was once a buzzing festival and schemes to nurture local talent, but now much of the money in the Qatari film business goes to projects elsewhere, such as the $55 million co-production Black Gold. Now let's take a look at the top Middle East stories from international papers. The International New York Times leads its Middle East section reporting that Egypt has become the 4th Arab state in 2 days to pull its ambassador from Qatar over its support for Islamists around the region, including the deposed Egyptian President Mohamed Morsi and his supporters in the Muslim Brotherhood. The Times of India leads its Middle East section following Israel's capture of a Gaza-bound ship carrying dozens of rockets, with Iran's Foreign Minister Mohammad Javad Zarif sharply rejecting the Israeli allegation that Tehran tried to ship the missiles to the Hamas-run Gaza Strip, calling it a lie. And finally, from China, the Global Times leads its Middle East section reporting that Indonesian Foreign Minister Marty Natalegawa has said that the Indonesian government considers that Iran should be included in efforts to look for a solution to peacefully end the bloody conflict in Syria. And for more updates, please visit Levant.tv. Thanks for watching. Be sure to join us again on Monday. Bye for now.